Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yay, I could take a break from weather and do a story on operator error. I've been kind of cataloging the infrastructure damage that has been ongoing for about a year and a half in the United States due to severe weather and flooding, and my estimates now are about 500 billion. We can figure it all out at the end of the year if we make it there. Now, and I also want to prepare you guys, everything's just going to keep getting weirder up until the eclipse, and then I don't want to imply that it's going to stop being weird once the eclipse passes. So I just want everybody to be ready and aware. So let's get to this fun, fantastic story. A state of emergency is issued for the Outer Banks after a power outage. Okay. Oops, sorry. Ready? Okay, so vehicles line up to get gas Thursday, July 27th, which was yesterday. Today's the 28th. An estimated 10,000 tourists were ordered to GTFO, which means get the funk out, F-U-N-K, because a construction company caused a power outage, leaving people stranded without an air conditioner, places to eat. Man, I would be so mad because, like the times when it's one thing when lightning, blows out a transformer, there's nothing you can really do about it. And then you lose like a whole refrigerator of food, depending on, how long the power's out. And in Texas, most of the power companies are pretty good about getting it back on pretty fast. But here, the main reason I'm covering the story is because thousands were without power on Oracoque and Hatteras Island on Thursday, and officials were unsure when it will be restored. And remember, Hatteras is near the place where that brand new island showed up. So if you want to be skeptical and conspiracy theory minded, then go ahead. And that is the main reason I'm doing the story. Officials were unsure when it will be restored. So they're like, yep, we broke it. You get no electricity. And we don't know when we can fix it. The Cape Hatteras Electric Cooperative said on Thursday that it could take several days or even weeks before power can be restored on Hatteras and Oracoque. So we have that brand new island thing. And now we have them basically evacuating the island due to a power outage, which now they're saying that they might not be able to fix for weeks. That sounds weird. A state of emergency was issued Thursday, according to Hyde County officials, and visitors were told to evacuate so work could proceed on restoring the power. And how would tourists be stopping the work, I wonder? Were they getting in the way from these guys who were doing large-scale electrical work? PCL Construction, the company building the new Boner Bridge, told CHEC that around 4:30 a.m. on Thursday, its crews drove a steel casing into the underground transmission cable running between the south end of the bridge and the overhead riser pole, causing the outage. The CHEC was working to provide temporary power to Buxton, Frisco, and parts of Hatteras Village on Thursday, using a diesel generating plant. I thought diesel was illegal. CHEC was bringing in additional portable generators to supplement the plant Thursday evening. Oh, wonderful. So, they started to fix it. Once in place, CHEC planned to initiate rolling blackouts. But that will only be possible if the load is at a minimum level, CHEC said in a Facebook post. So people in the area were asked to conserve energy by turning off AC units, water heaters, and minimizing other electrical use. Tideland Electric said in an attempt to run Oracoque generator failed Thursday. Tideland Electric said an attempt to run the Oracoque generator failed Thursday, resulting in damage that could make it inoperable. So, they are bringing 3 more mobile generators to the island on Friday. So then they shut down most of the power, and they broke their generator. They're bringing in more generators. Okay. There were no impacts to roads or bridges in Dare County as of Thursday, according to county officials. Governor Roy Rogers Cooper declared a state of emergency for the island on Thursday, which allows the governor to mobilize resources to respond to the power outage. The order Cooper signed also waives restrictions on weight and hours of service for fuel, utility, and other truck drivers who may be working to deliver supplies and other resources needed in affected areas. This declaration will allow us to move much needed resources through the state as quickly as possible to help restore power to Ocracoke and Hatteras Islands, Cooper said in a statement. Dare County issued a water conservation alert for Hatteras Island customers during the outage, though there was no concern about water quality. Hyde County Emergency Service said on Thursday that limited power would be restored to Ocracoke using a generator and that rolling blackouts would begin for a period of time yet to be determined, but only could be successful if all island residents and visitors of non-essential breakers observe strict conservation. If the current population of Ocracoke does not comply, the rotating blackout schedule could be interrupted and attempts to alleviate the stress of the outage could be suspended. We are hopeful that the outage will be addressed expeditiously, but everyone needs to be prepared for extended outage. So not only is this outage, they're saying it could be weeks, they are also, which is not including the article, but in this, there's a video that I watched. I guess I'll put it in front. They were saying that unless you live on the islands or you live there, you are not allowed to come there anymore until the power is restored. Which, that made me raise an eyebrow. Like, how come you can't go in the area if there's no power? Like, if I know there's no power and I just want to drive to the beach, you know, it just seems weird that they would tell people, hey, no, you can't come here. Nah, I'm not going to add that video because I just told you it would be a lot more work and I got to get back to the weather videos because major storms are going to be hitting the East Coast as we speak. So I'll get back to that. But yeah, like they were saying, yeah, unless you live there and you have to prove your residency. So that sounds like they're going to have it like blocked off. And you're going to have to prove your residency to get anywhere near there. It just seems weird. Maybe I'm being a little paranoid. But I guess technically that's part of my job. All right. God bless everyone. Be a big weather day. If you're on the East Coast, I would definitely keep your eye on it. The same storm that is hitting you guys dropped up to around 8 inches in Kansas City. Caused major nasty flooding. All right. Let's have a good weekend.